So in this part 2 video, I'm going to cover what you read in Graf and Birkenstein for this week and also some grammar help. And all of this will help you when writing assignment 2. This week you have 4 chapters to read in Graf and Birkenstein. In chapter 5, they're going to cover how to distinguish between your ideas and those of the source or a text that you're using. So that applies to assignment 2 because you're using other sources. So, what I want you to do in the worksheet is an activity that you can find in the Graf and Birkenstein book. In my copy, it's on page 75, but it's the exercise that starts to see how one writer signals when she is asserting her own views and when she is summarizing those of someone else. Read the following passage by social historian Julian Charlotte. All right, so I know some of you in the class have different copies or editions, so make sure that you use the exercise that starts, as I said. If you do not have that exercise, then reach out to me and I will give it to you. But you'll find then the instructions on page 75, and then on the following page, on page 76, you have a few little paragraphs to read. And what I just want you to do is then underline or circle where she is transitioning between her thoughts and the thoughts of her sources, and then take a picture of that and send that to me. So you may want to pause the video right at this point and do that, or watch through to the end of the video. So in chapter 7, what Graf and Birkenstein are explaining is how to make the importance of what you have to say clear. Like the so what, why should I care about what you're saying? And that's pretty much identical to what Adler and Van Doren are saying with their what of it. It's essentially the same question. You're explaining to your reader why should they care about what you are writing and why is it important. Now, to help you with this in assignment 2, I've pulled some templates from Graf and Birkenstein in chapters 5 and 7. And what I would like you to do is to look through these and take 2 of the templates and rewrite them in a way that you think would be helpful in your paper and that you'll hopefully end up using them. So select 2 of these and reword them. Kind of for an example, so you might say something like, these findings challenge neoliberals' common assumption that. So in your Ruth essay, you're not going to be addressing neoliberals, I don't think, but maybe you'll be addressing certain theologians, maybe those from a Wesleyan background or those from a Calvinist background. So maybe you'd say these findings challenge the Calvinist perspective of blank. So that could be an example of how you could reword the template to suit your needs. All right, then for chapter 8, explain the connection between your ideas. And basically, what they're saying in the book is similar to what I had you do for that picture activity a few weeks ago, where I said, what's the common link between this candle, the granola bars, and the hand sanitizer? And I said, explain how you see these things being related. That's what they're covering in chapter 8. They're just saying, how do you see the relationship between the ideas in your sources and what you have to say? And then in the last chapter, chapter 10, they're introducing you to a term called meta-commentary. And this is when you explain the text and evidence and what they mean. And again, kind of, this goes back a little bit to what I was talking about a few weeks ago with the images. So one short activity I would like you to do for chapter 10 is maybe take the Baylis article or the Raskus article that you're probably using in your essay, and just through the first 2 or 3 pages of the article, look and see if you can find 2 instances of meta-commentary. So 2 instances of when when Baylis or Raskus are explaining their sources and how they relate to their own ideas. Okay, then the last thing I want to just cover in this video real quick is kind of the grammar videos. Oh, and it says 2 up here. You only have to watch one video, but you are welcome to watch more than one if you would like. So where these videos are located is if you go to our course page and then scroll down to where it says course resources, writing tutorial videos. They're all very short, about 2 to 6 minutes. And these cover some of the biggest errors or mistakes that I saw in assignment 1. So maybe go look back at my feedback, say, where were you weak? And then select that video and watch it. And then in the worksheet, what you would just do is give me the title of the video and then just give me an example of what you learned from the video. Maybe it could even be the example that they used in the video. So just to show me that you watched it. All right, what I would do is go ahead and pause the video, go through and complete these activities, and then move on to the last part.